Hi, everyone. Ryan here, Ion Capital Solutions. Today I'm here with Amit Prakash. Amit, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for having me here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, you joined us, Amit, how far back now? When did you get started with us?
About 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, we just want to dive in, ask you about your experience. Obviously, we've now got a brand new website. We've updated our training. We've reconfigured the way we're doing things, right? And so we wanted to get some testimonials from new students going through the new system to talk a little bit about those changes and what they like about it, right? Whatever it may be. So, start off, I guess, with your background, Amit, what you're currently doing, the focus for you. I believe it's hotels, right? That's what you want to focus on. And then kind of, lead from your experience and what your current plan is into Ion Capital Solutions and what we're doing to work together with you, right, on that plan.
All right. Yes. So at present, my focus is on hotels and apartment buildings. I came from a single family background. I used to own and still own a bunch of single family homes. And that's a transition for me.
Yep.
I've been in the real estate investing for about 15 years, and I always get stuck when it comes to the loan. And that's where I needed an easier solution. When you're doing bigger deals, you need team with you. You need people who can get the work done, doing it precisely and getting it right every time. And that's where I came upon your website. I was actually watching YouTube and your ad popped up. And then I went to your channel and I looked. And on the same day, I probably watched like 10 or 12 videos from your university.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I got into this. And then luckily you one day you called me and we had a talk and I joined your program. I like the way that the new system is. Something I tell you before coming to investing or this type of uh, brokerage loans, I always had in my mind that, oh, you need to be a certified loan officer. You need to have an MLS ID. And believe me, when I was transitioning from traditional bank to investment lenders, I always used to ask, "Do you have an MLS ID?" And they say, "No." I said, "How are you doing business? You don't have an MLS ID." So it took me some time to understand that. Okay, it's a whole different world. And now with you guys, I see that it could be easier as well. It doesn't have to be very complicated. The training, the tools that you have, the support you have, and the solution and products you have. It seems like, yes, it's doable. We can easily get it done.
Absolutely.
So I really appreciate what you guys have put together.
Thank you.
It's wonderful for me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And yes, when we think about home loans, personal loans, right? We think about a regulated space and public money, right? And so the alternative financing space is really a whole nother world. And a lot of people call it, that are in this space, the wild, wild west, right? The wild west of finance, because it's largely unregulated. You actually don't need a license to be able to conduct business. There is several states that do require a license, but it's the kind of thing where they want you to pay them a couple $100 a year, right? It's more of a tax than it is actually a license kind of thing. States like, California, the Dakotas, right? Nevada. But with that being said, yes, you can very easily get into this space, and what's great about our platform is that we provide the option for you to be able to plug into Ion to our brokerage and immediately start being able to leverage our lender network and funding products. And we provide you the systems, the tools, the workflows, everything you need to just hit go and start working on deals instead of putting on that builder hat, right? And now building this business, becoming a business engineer, right? You yourself, you just explained, you're an experienced, active investor. That's your focus. You don't necessarily have the time or the want to now build out your brokerage. What you need is a solution, the monetary side of your business, to have the loans in place. And so a partnership made sense, right? And so you're able to leverage our already active system and combine it with your active business and network to increase your income and ultimately be able to invest in more properties, right? Whatever your goal may be. So now your focus right now, just to kind of come full circle again, is hotels, the commercial space, correct?
Yes.
Yes. And so that's your focus. And so for those, watching this on the real estate side, you have the residential side of the business, you have the commercial side, right? You have the single family, you have the multifamily, you have the fix and flip or the buy and holds, right? Which you turn into Airbnbs or rentals, whatever it is. There's different avenues. There's even experienced investors with large portfolios of properties that they're looking to leverage, right? Whether it be rental units, whatever, even new construction, ground up projects. So there's a lot out there, right? But you're focused on the commercial space, namely hotels, and you understand their business quite well. So you're looking for the right funding products to suit the needs of these clients, whether it's an existing building, whether it's a new construction product, whatever, correct?
That is true. Yes. And also mobile home and tiny homes, they are tiny home villages. They are also getting very popular nowadays.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's all.
Mobile home parks are a difficult type of deal to fund. Typically, and this is the expression that's used, lenders don't like deals on wheels, and that's what they call mobile home parks. There are funding solutions, but you have to have a unique lender that specializes in that type of funding, which is important to have a vast network that can be well diversified and broad, but at the same time, very niche and specific. For instance, agriculture, right? We have lenders in place specific to farms. They're very different needs, and their cash flow and is seasonal, right? As opposed to maybe a retail business that every month they have a consistent monthly gross volume, whereas a farm again is seasonal. They may cash out once, twice a year on their crop, whatever it is. So to having a lender that's specific to the needs of the and offering a product that's specific to the needs of the investor is key to being able to do business, right? So anyway, these are the things we focus on here. That's why we're offering Amit, as well as our other members, over 130 lenders in our network, right? Vast capability, no shortage of funds, no shortage of products. You never want to, and here's a free bit of advice, you never want to find customers for your funding product. You want to find funding products for your customer, right? And when you think that way and you offer a diverse portfolio, you're able to help your clients instead of just trying to sell them on something, right? So very important, very powerful. Now, you have an active network, Amit. You're an investor, but you also have other investors and wholesalers that you communicate with, right? And I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you're looking to JV, do some joint venture with some of these guys and put a hotel together of your own, right? Or purchase a hotel, I should say.
Yes, it is a hotel syndication model.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we get the hotel. Mm-hmm. We acquire a low performing hotel, do the upgrades, and then get it refinanced at a higher appraised value, and then eventually sell it.
Gotcha. Absolutely. So for anybody watching and wondering, right, at the end of the day, any investor or wholesaler in the real estate space is surrounded by people just like them, right? And these people borrow money frequently. So why not now, like Amit, offer funding solutions and be able to fully monetize your network, your own deals, other people's deals, right? And bring in that much more cash flow. And the more cash you have, the more investments you work on, the more money you make, right? So anyway, so Amit, you've been through the system, right? You're going through our Ion Success tool. You've seen the associated toolbox, which has pre-recorded videos and templates and scripts and tools and grids and calculators, right? Everything that you need, essentially. How has that experience been for you?
That is first time I see all the plethora of tools available at my fingertips to use, and that actually opens up horizon for me. Because for so far it's been a black box. I submit my criteria to my loan officer and say, hey, this is what we have. And I don't know whatever he or she does, then I get something back. right? I may like or may not like it. Then we have to go back and forth to fine tune that thing and say, hey,
Right.
now this looks like a legitimate deal that we should go for.
Right.
Now I don't have to rely on them. I can do all that on my own. I can play with those variables
Absolutely.
and create a solution for us that works.
Sure. Absolutely.
And that's a key for a creative investing. The majority of the larger projects, they work on through creative financing, creative investment.
Yes.
Yes. And this is very helpful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think there's lots of investors, whether they're new to the space, they've existed in the space, but a little time has gone by, or even investors that do very, very well and have very large portfolios or bring in a lot of money, but they struggle to keep up with the shifts in the marketplace and experiencing the ripples of COVID and dealing with inflation and the swing in rates. You really have to have your ear to the ground and kind of understand how this stuff works. And so knowing how to approach a lender, understanding what their criteria is, what they're looking for, and how to paint that picture, right, when you're applying is really everything. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to spin wheels on a deal that's going to waste your time or waste the lender's time, right? You want to know, is this going to work? Does this make sense? Is this going to make me money? Is this going to make them money? Is everyone going to be happy? Is this worth our time, or do we need to adjust, right? We need to know how to work the numbers. Is there a real ROI here, right? What kind of cash do I need to bring to the table? Is this property or the surrounding area show value that's something the lender can get behind, that is comfortable with, right? That really goes a long way, because, simply throwing deals at the wall and hoping that they stick, it just leads to a lot of wasted time. An experienced investor like yourself, you know what that's like. You've been through the ringer. You understand, right? And you want it to be streamlined and smooth and have a better understanding of how it works and even originate on your own at a certain point, and so it's powerful stuff, right? There's two sides of the investment business. Yes, there's the real estate, but there's the finance, right? We really need to wrap our heads around the finance if we want to be successful on the real estate side. So yeah, absolutely. So where do we go from here? Well, we know we have some deals to work on with you here, right? You're still going through the system and familiarizing yourself. But with all of this at your fingertips, you've broadened your capability, right? Not only to offer to yourself, but others, right? And so in your own words, Amit, for anybody watching this, what would you say if they were on the fence about joining Ion Capital Solutions, if they wanted to level up their business and get involved in the alternative finance space and brokering business loans? In your opinion, should they join us? Should they get involved in this space? What do you think?
See, anybody who's looking to scale up their real estate investment side, there are 2-3 things that are key to them. First, as you said, time is money. So you don't want to waste your time going to 10 different lenders and say, hey, who's going to give me the best deal? All right. Second is your network is your net worth. Who do you know in the industry? Now, as you said, like wholesalers, I bought many deals through wholesalers. And they keep bringing me deals. My inbox is full. Every day I get deals through them. They're also my partner. It's all right. They're going to make money. So what? Everybody in the deal is going to make money, right? So I have no problem buying through wholesalers. Like some investors have a reservation. They said they don't want it. So just like you're building your team, then the next thing comes, hey, you want to try different things, because a deal with the right financing, it could be a deal, but with not so right financing, it may be just like, hey, I don't know, I might not pass this deal.
Right.
Because it doesn't have enough for me in it. Right? You want to leave some room there. Something goes wrong, something unexpected. So that's what this brings to me, and it's somebody who's looking to expand and getting serious into doing real estate. This is a great tool for them to use. Should join. What the opportunity you guys providing, I have not heard from many. I got many offers from others to join them as a loan officer because I have learned so much about this process and the industry standards. But that's not my interest, That wasn't my interest.
Right.
I don't have time for that. But when I So what you are offering, that is something that I needed, and I think every investor who's serious is going to be really benefited with this.
Thank you.
So it's
Thank you.
great.
Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, and just to be specific, any investor operating through Ion, you can fund your own deals here and receive broker commissions in your own deals. You can fund other investors' deals, even wholesalers' deals, and receive commissions on deals and create an additional revenue stream that increases your liquidity, and you can do that many more flips, that many more projects right in a year. Have your funding nailed down, be able to provide a ton of funding options to others as well, not just the investors, not just the wholesalers, but even the contractors and construction groups and whoever else. General business funding at large, just a tremendous amount of funding products, over 130 lenders, more than 60 unique funding products. Anyway, Amit, thank you so much for being here with us and giving us your review of the system so far, and looking forward to continue working with you here. And yeah, really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Ryan. Good luck.
Everybody for watching, thanks so much. We appreciate it. And we'll catch you in the next video.